I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All Complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CT Review. Today is April 10, Thursday, 2025. Hope you had a good day today. So, you watched yesterday's video, so it makes sense. But we talked about a couple options. But in this sense, here, what are we talking about here? We're talking about the price selling from where it is, right? Take out the previous day high, right? And then come down and take out the breakout traders here. I said we don't know how deep it's going to come. In this option, it can buy from here or it can even come lower, right? Okay, so that was option one. Well, a option. Another option, I think this was my first option, is what? Coming from selling down, coming down, and obviously just wiping all that, right? Erasing everything, being a lower high to a lower low. Now doesn't mean that this is all going to happen like today, but this could take some days, 3 days even, right? For example, 4 days maybe. I don't know. Just saying. But what do they both have in common here? What do both of these examples have in common? Take a look. What do you think? What do you think? Obviously, they're both selling first, right? So you have two main reasons why to sell. Talked about those up candles right there yesterday, early, right? And sure enough, that's kind of what we got going on right now. So let's try to make this simple here. As you see, we came down, right? I quadded this level here, right? And then you can see 50% there. What also do I have here? So I don't know if I did. Yeah, I did this measurement yesterday. Yeah, or did I? Well, I can't. Actually, let me just take a look. No, I did not do it there. Oh, so obviously you need to do the work yourself, right? I might not be able to also do it myself, but you got to quad this, right? See that last candle? So you're gonna want to quad that and then see, as we came from down here, from a 3.5 to 4, I deleted it yesterday, and then pushing up to a 3.5 to 4, so it's extended. So coming down here, even in a very bullish scenario, we want to see 1 to 1.5. I might not be able to hold it, but as you'll see here, it's located. I'm going to show you the first trade. I'm going to show you this trade only because of the fact that, someone's saying, oh, you don't show your trades, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you, as I say, I tell you the day before what's happening. So, I can't get any more, I can't get any more better than that. I don't know how anybody else can tell you. I mean, is this not what happened? Right? Again, I'm not trying to be cool. I'm just saying that, like, I'm already telling you the day before. So I'm going to prove it to show you, okay, he said it the day before, and then he took the trade. Okay, so I gotta be real, right? Right? I'm not saying you don't think I am, just for skeptics and haters. But anyways, as you see, I'm measuring this swing right here on the 15-minute, a little more refined. You see that low to high? Those are all consecutive candles. What is right here? 1 to 1.5. Okay, cool. Now let's look at this chart here that I have. Okay, CPI pushed it up here, right? And I caught this on a 10-second. So again, this is not the initial 830 candle. It was actually pretty slow and moving. You have to see this on a smaller time frame. But what do I have here, up here? Yeah, I know it's an amazing fill, but I took a loss trying to catch it first, actually. But what do I have here? I have this breakout level right there. See that? You see how we're respecting that level? This is how I make videos long, but see this low right here? Look all the way to your right. See how we tap it? You're going to say draw it. Okay. You see how we tap that right there? There's also an imbalance here. Okay. Just going to explain this trade. See, in this situation, we're popping up and we're just retesting this same breakout level right here. See that? Popped it up. They came up again. This is like a control of price. The imbalance is actually a control of price. Then 8:30, we pop up and we're right in there. And on a 10-second chart, I'm not going to go there. On a 10-second chart, I just saw the momentum coming down, sniped it, and it came down. Okay, but look, what am I doing here? Well, if I already understand, look at the 15-minute. I already got the lower lows and lower highs. So I know I'm not pushing up first because I actually mentioned that yesterday too. I want to see, does the Asia and London just keep rolling up type of thing, right? Which is not likely because of the fact that we just pushed up hard and got into these candles. This explanation on the gap. So you get the lower low, lower high. I mean, if you go take a look at this day today, and you can look at it. Basically, I looked at it like this. So remember when we had this push up, the gap, and then we pushed all the way up, got into that imbalance 50%, and then sold off. Well, very similar story. What did we do on that day? Well, we already pushed up, so that was yesterday. So today it's kind of like this March 26th. So go look at the 25th, the 26th, and the 27th of March, and I'm kind of thinking that this is how it's gonna roll for the next 3 days, possibly, if we're coming back down. But again, we lower low, lower high coming down. So you already got that structure right there. So remember, if you take a look here, this is how I'm looking at the structure. I'm gonna just be patient. So okay, obviously we came down. Whoops. Okay. And this leg is just internal. Just internal. All this is time distortion right here in the middle. This is it, man. Very simple. All the way down. Okay. Just follow it here. See it? See it? See that shit? So when I can't get any more clear. I tell you yesterday what it's going to do. Then today I execute, and I'm typing here. And I don't even want to type and stuff, but it's sad that I got to do things just to kind of prove I don't want to do that, but whatever. It says just a lower high, waiting for two drives, acting all tough. So this is all time distortion right here, right? And you notice I have these two projections here. I got the whole candles, which is on the left side, projected right there. All right, and then you see I'm highlighting this little swing from high to low, and we broke through. That's the 830 that I caught. So we push down, right? We get to a 2 to 2.5. We retrace back. We get stuck in this imbalance. Okay, remember there was this imbalance right here that we were sitting in it. So this is the same story right here. We're making lower highs, right? And then 930 opens. Guess what? Up, down, up. So shaking out. It's shaking out, right? This is at first I really didn't like this type of price action. They do this shit. Go back to this. This is normal, but we have the main bias of coming down. Okay, so then we pop up. We pop up one more time back in there with this right here, this candle, and then this is pretty much holding price right there. And then what am I doing? So I'm extending it, holding it. For why am I holding it? This is my minimum play today. Forget being right coming down here, and look, I was in the trades, but as you see, that low we did in London time right there or whatever, it's sitting right on top of the algorithmic imbalance. So remember, I was telling you yesterday how we're popping up, we're coming in. What did we do? Well, then we came back to that imbalance in the middle. We tapped the low. We come back to 50%. That's another reason why I'm taking that sell. Why am I taking that sell here? Because the 50% right here, I expect this to hold. On a 1 minute, this is just you will see some candles. But on the higher time frame, it's just a wick. And that is testing, and we never even come back to that level. Why? Because we're back inside the imbalance, and then we don't expect to come above it anymore. If we're gonna be rolling down for even the short term, you expect this to be resistance, and the resistance is being used from the imbalance. So that's an algorithmic resistance. Guess what? That's why I'm taking this trade here. Okay. And then I'm holding it still. Why? Because I'm holding it to get outside of that imbalance. Obviously, you have that low there, which is key, which is very similar to this equal low right here they did too. Remember this? Remember this low that they put down in that imbalance? And I go watch yesterday's video. So this is what it's explaining it. So cool. Beautiful trade. Very happy with the trade. Okay, guess what? You notice I have this highlighted. Now I can't make this up, right? Definitely can't make this up. So you see that, right? You see how I have that highlighted, the next imbalance underneath. Well, if we're leaving this imbalance, we would like to go. Now, of course, this is not easy. It's not going to just go straight to it, which I was hoping it would go straight to it. But I had to catch it a couple times and I still didn't even get it. I got in here and that was it. But with some other trades, I'll show you in a second. But I understand algorithmically if we're going to leave this imbalance and go to this imbalance, we're going to come to the top, the top of it first, and then eventually we're going to get into here and then use this as selling and as a magnet or as a resistance. And then at this point, you can see I got the range highlighted here, from here to here. Why? Remember that low yesterday? Remember I did the same example with the premium, with the discount low and then the high, and then that came into 50%. Remember it wicked right in before it shot off yesterday, from here to here. See how we came in at 50% right there with that? So I'm highlighting this. Why? Yes, we had higher high and higher low, and they were in 50%, but you don't even see it on the chart. Like it's only on a 1 minute and smaller, right? Like so you don't. This is just all one push. So then that's why I decided to put the range from here to here, right? Plus that 1 and 1.5 is still there. So in a volatile swing like this, I would expect it to come down here. But again, I don't know, right? So I'm playing it cool because I understand that even when it comes in this imbalance, it could buy up. Why? Because we have those equal. But look on the top left corner, we have these equal highs right here. We busted through. If it was gonna go bullish again, which I'm not, it still could. The point is that that's why I'm giving it the example this way. See, because I'm coming down, and what if we don't hit that? So you have to have that understanding of what are your possibilities. Well, first of all, I knew the possibilities of were more 100% coming down. Okay, first, but can it buy from here or can it buy from here in the bullish scenario? Right? Look how it came to the 1 and 1.5. See that? And the 50% of that range. So now I have this highlighted. But here, at that time, look, I got 50% and this range from here to here. That's when present moment, I have the whole thing highlighted as a quad level. Here, I just have it from here to here, right? You follow me? And there's a 50% level. Yes, I want it to come there. And yes, you see I got it highlighted before even price action's even fucking there, right? But guess what? It doesn't mean I have to be involved or be right. I came to do what I wanted to came to do. Thursdays, I generally, if it's news, I'll try to get it. I'll try to be early in the day, because the move can catch from there. This is all time distortion right here. This is all. It's just a lower low right here. This is a lower low, and that's a lower high, and the lower high to the lower low. Obviously, I would wish for it to drip, but it's coming down for another lower low, wherever that goes. And then guess what happens here? It comes back up for a lower high. So I am following that flow. And this is just all distortion, all time distortion. Meaning if you button it up, it's coming down still. It's doing all this fucking shakeout shit and to confuse you. I was not confused. And to show you I'm not confused, I fucking typed it out. All right, and I got this circled right there. I mean, I can't get better than that. Okay, so watch this. Look what these bastards do. All right, let's get into this. I can't even explain everything, dude. I have a fucking headache. All right, time distortion. You see me screenshotting it right here, getting out of the trade. Boom, beautiful. What does it do? Retraces all the way back up to that imbalance, right? Why? Because they know. They know people are in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? And take a look. Come right back to that. We hold that. We're talking about that 927. See that? All right. We get the first imbalance right here, which is 940. You'll see how we tag it later. I end up catching this from here to here. And I drop the ball hard right here. God, I can't even. Oh, please don't even let me even think about it. Anyways, and then what is this? So lower low, lower high. Time distortion, lower low, lower high, lower low. All right, see that? Comes in here now. All right, it's at the 3.5 to 4. All right, from this candle here, And if the big measurement from here, I explained this, is you can see the 1 to 1.5 right here. See that? Coming in, coming in. Again, I don't need to hold. I need to be right. And I wish I did, but it's okay. Ended up screwing myself right here. But to holding this trade. But okay, cool. So this came down. You have the imbalance. The first imbalance, we come down. We close right there. See this candle right here? This 952? We got time in the picture. 950 and 951. Look at that. It's sitting inside that. But we're above this. You're not sure if it's going to go up because you have this wick right here. So strong with that bullish candle. Then you get this candle pushes down. Right, this is so strong and it closed right there. This next candle, it just comes up to wick. That's all it is. It's just a retracement. It's just a lower high. That little wick right there. And guess what? I enter here. Why am I entering right here? Go ahead and pause a bit. Why am I entering right here on this little swing from here to get down? Remember, this is a lower low, lower high. If that's a lower high, where's the lower low? Down here. Okay, but what? Okay, if I didn't catch it here, all right, and then you can see the body stopping right there. Beautiful, all right? What you're looking for, and you have time. And then you're catching it here. I had the 930 level. You see they're coming above the 930, below it, above it, below it, above it, below it, above it, below it. Okay, now it's time for the train to go, right? Because we got the macro's time is also included, right? And it's just sweeping. It's just retesting it. That's the same logic right here. This is why I catch this sell right here. Okay, I'm gonna show you. I'll show you this one. Fuck it. All right, take a look. See this? See this right here? 6 yet. This is to prove what I'm talking about right here. Why? And I caught this sell from here to here. Okay, but why? So look at the three cells that I'm looking at here. I have the cell 1 to come down. That's lower high to lower low. Then I catch this cell. Not from here though. I catch it from right there at the 930 originally. Forget this trade right that you're looking at. And that's the cell 2. Comes back all the way. Okay, by the way, before I get there and to this trade, you can see that the first imbalance, no bodies above that 50%. Take a look very clearly. You gotta read and understand price action. Take a look at that, right? We already swept that 930, and then right here is the final train, lower high to leave down. Then it comes down. Boom. See that? Comes where into? Where does it come into? Well, it comes into the 3.5 to 4. All right. So we first came to the 2.5, moved back up. We also did it right here. All right. Then we came to the 3.5 to 4. Also, on the bigger one, we have the 1 to 1.5. All right. So we come in. That's why I'm still selling in, because I know we're getting down here. So I'm selling down here, right? And then it retraces back. And then this comes back up. Now I'm going to get to this trade that we're looking at on the screen. Okay, so comes down, comes back up. And then we have the first imbalance again. Take a look at the bodies. Notice how the bodies are still staying inside. This is algorithmic resistance. And then what do they do with this little candle right here, with this wick? What do you think they're doing right there? Oh, how am I entering right there? That's the 930 again. What are they doing with this? I just told you. They're sweeping. Anybody who is selling at 930 here, they are not even looking maybe at charts. They just know the 930 level and the price, all right, and the big figure number. Okay? We already came from a 19,000 level up here. See 19,000? Where's 18,500? Where we are right now, coming into it. Oh, you don't say. All right. So by 500 increments, point increments, they're just sweeping it because they know that somebody. So when the price is now here, the guys here are like, no, I'm fucking done. It's gonna go above 930. I'm over with, and then it still goes down. I can't make that up. You can't make. I mean, you just can't make that up, right? And where's this going? I'm trying to take the next low in general. Now, as you see, we come down. I said, nah, I know we're coming into this bitch. But trust me, I don't have to be right. I'm not swinging trader. Like in this type of environment, you don't need to. It's beautiful as it is. But guess what? I'm looking for a couple drives down, right? So we make this drive, we pop back up. I'm like, oh, come on. But I know this is going to stay empty. See that? See that breakaway imbalance right here? See this? See how it's empty? We know that's going to be empty. Why do we know that's going to be empty? Because that's the target. And from that distance to that distance, you're going to, in strength and weakness, you're going to see this stay empty and never get filled. That's why I wasn't worried when this came up, it didn't get into there. Why? Because we have agenda down here and we have a lot of time to still do it. And then here, this is 10:15 to 10:30 right here. See this area? I talk about this a lot. Sometimes they'll do the retracement between 10:15 and 10:30. And sure enough, that's what that is. And it's already coming back to do what? To wipe out liquidity to the left after 10 o'clock. All right, little pre-10 o'clock. Body stay inside there, shooting right down. Now, here, this is where I majorly dropped the ball. But it's okay. I want to take profit anyway. But I'm jamming it here on these candles, and I want to see it really just get heavy. And they wouldn't give it to me. And I put it right on this candle. Okay, this is where I mess up. I should be putting it at least like here. But I'm like, I'm not trying to give no money back. I don't give a fuck, you know? So I should have put it at least above these guys right here. See that guy right there? These guys? See that? I should have put it there, but I put it right on there. Yes, of course it took me up, but look what happened right after this. And I was trying to hold it. I was trying to go down into where? I fucking already got it highlighted. And look. I put it right there, dude. I put it right there. It's literally not even a tick. And I put it by accident, trying to screenshot the shit, and I'm so over it. I'm done doing it for y'all. I'm not showing no more trades, dude. Done. I'm doing it so I can prove it, you know. But at the same time, I want to get out. But so look right there. I literally get stopped out right there, and I was gonna get back in, but guess what? It shot down for another lower low, and I was like, oh no, I'm done. I'm done. It's over with. It's already London closed. It's done. Sure enough, came all the way down, baby. 2 to 2.5, 3.5 to 4, obviously lower. And if you can't gauge it with this, I mean, this is just what I used here. I could do this a couple of ways. Let me move this, and you'll see me live doing it in a different way. I can also do this. Let's just look at this real quick. All right. You don't say. See the 2 to 2.5? But I didn't need this. I'll tell you why I didn't need this. Because you have this. I have this up here. 1 to 1.5. We come right in it. Plus, look at the refined. You have 50% of that entire range. Ooh, they're matching here. What also do we have here? I'm giving you game. All right. You got to look on. You can't see nothing on the 5-minute one. On the 15-minute, hour, and all that. So what's on the 5-minute? I'm gonna scrunch up. Why did it also coming in here? Let's take a look. When it came all the way down here, you see that, right? Oops. 1 to 1.5, the 50. It's a breakout level. You see that? They seal that. They sealed this gap. And what's right there? There's that open. I gave you an example about this yesterday. So they'll like to reference in because once the candle is pushing down. And then it's pushing back up slowly. Somebody's buying now, right? So what they're doing, and then when it crosses over, it's a bullish candle, right? Take a look. You get the 1 to 1.5, that's a minimum, and the 50% in the same area. And then once it sealed it, what's underneath here? You have this wick. It's just trying to reference it. That's the best explanation I can give you. There's no really anything else magical than that. So, and then once you're in the vicinity of what I'm talking about, what do you have to the left of your chart here? What do you have here? What is this? This is Tuesday. Tuesday I'm talking about. Today's Thursday. 50% opening range gap right there. What's 50%? Look at the 50%. Do you see that? We're going to do it backwards. We're going to go that way. Bam. See that? So everything has a reason. That's not random. You see that? Look at that. That's pretty sick, huh? So, to the left of the chart, we're also referencing that opening range gap. And, man, I'm not even going to talk about the daily gaps. Man, I'm just exhausted. Forget that. All right, so there's that and beautifulness. All right, so then guess what? Oh, man, this is awesome, too. So, all right, so then, and I can, you can actually measure, this 15-minute, you know what I'm saying? Look at the bodies sitting where they are. I'll just show you that for a second. Super fire. We come here, right? We get this last down candle, push it up. We get to a buying area here, okay? And what I just got discussing, where did it go back to? Look where did it go back to. Can't make that up. 50%. And if you were watching Price Live, it literally rushed real hard and tagged it and came off it. Then it broke to come right back down into what? This breakout level. Ooh, what's also there? 50% of that imbalance. So it's referencing that, right? So the breakout level and the imbalance of 50% is sitting right there, right? Tags it. Doesn't keep coming down for a lower low. Because right now, you got a couple ways to do this. You got move 1, move 2, up. All right. And are we going to get move 3 by keep coming down? Or is this going to still be up 2? That's the bigger range sequence. What's here? What was I doing here? Sell 1, 2. I mean, again, you can do this. This is 1, 2, 3. All this in the middle is time distortion. Let's do it again. I'm teaching for sure. Look at it. All this in the middle is bullshit. It's garbage. It's to fake you out. Look. Now I can't make this any easier. Well, this becomes a controller price. Slithers down. See how they're slithering? That's why I was pissed, because I knew what they were doing. When they made this low and they jumped back up here like this, it's very shallow. And I was like, this is very common when it comes to a drop. Okay? To a very heavy slithering moment. And just fucked it up. But then you see empty. See those imbalances? See how the candles are strong. We ain't going back in them. It's locked in. Boom, came right to the 50%. Played around, came underneath it. And then you can see the resistance there. Oh, are we there now? Oh, we're there now, even. But the logic is that. I mean, bro, very simple. So I didn't try to make it hard. So what am I doing? Sell 1. Now this one, sell 2. This one, sell 3. Even though this is move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom. Right? Order flow. You gotta fucking recognize this. But guess what? Instead of trying to buy, sometimes I'll do this. Sell, buy, sell. So this is a sell, buy, sell day. I don't know if I said that yet in the video. This is a sell, buy, sell day. Does it mean that the PM and later can come up? The point is that the majority of the day is a sell by sell. And if it's a true sell by sell, it'll stay down here and make another, like it'll already make this, it'll start to roll over. We'll be coming for these lows here to make a new lower low in bearish flow. But we don't know if this is going to bounce from here and go up and then take all that out and then reach up to here if we're like in a really bullish scenario. We don't know that. But we knew coming down for a sell was the move today, specifically. Okay? So instead of sell, and then buying from here to come up for a lower high, and then selling from here, and then buying from here up, and then selling from here. So I elected to never buy in any of these. I elected to just take each sell. Sell one from here. I actually caught it right there. I told you. Sell two. And then from here, I just showed you, sell three. And I fucked it up here. Right? All right, so very clear. We come back up here, 50%. We come back to this 50% of this imbalance right here. All right? You want to gauge to see if it's really bullish. You don't want to see it come any lower than where it was. I'm going to leave it. Actually, I'm just going to leave that for a second. You don't want to see it come any lower. You want to keep coming up, right? So, all right, we're playing around here. You can see it's outside. It's trying to look incognito, and really what's it doing? It's just coming up a little bit to squeeze out that smart play right here to catch the drop, right? And then after they pushed back up deep, then they came back to get some of this, and we're just kind of, oh, where are we? The day hasn't closed yet, and we're kissing that original level that I have highlighted in the beginning of the day. See that? Can't make that up. There's proof right there. So, all right, just beautiful, man. So for anybody asking me to trade live and show your trades, for what? I'm telling you the day before it's happening. So I'm getting kind of tired of saying it. So, anyways, we had a divergence here earlier in the day. This is kind of what helped me go down. I mean, I didn't need it, but it was beautiful here. We had a higher high here with Dow, and we had lower highs here with S&P and NAS, and that's how I was able to catch that CPI. Now, again, I didn't catch the 830. Okay, you know what? Just so you can believe me, I'll go to a 10-second because that's how I caught it. I don't want you to think I'm fraudulent because I know I was impressed when I caught it myself. This is it right here. See that? So I'm measuring that low, that right there, and I've dragged it out in the blue line right there. So I know I'm tagging it, and I also know I'm underneath there, right there. Okay, I'm not worried about the midnight level. Not worried about the opening range. It hasn't even happened yet. Doesn't matter. All I know is that I'm at this 50%, and everything is a wick above this. Look on the 15-minute here. There's no candle even. It's just a wick. See that? And I am expecting it to be a wick. Remember, we're jumping into that imbalance. It's the same level. I don't want to draw this because there's too much shit on the chart. Right here. I'll use a 15-minute. I'm not even going to use anything else. You see how it's the same level? Look. All right, can't make this up. Look, it tagged. It tagged perfectly to that bottom. So we're coming back in. It's just, all it is just referencing it again. It's accumulating cells. That's all they're doing. They are accumulating cells. All right, and this is what we use imbalances for, technically. Well, generally speaking. And as you see, the 830 popped up. This is a 10-second. And then it popped up, gapped up, opened up here, shot down. I'm not doing shit yet. And I'm expecting to raid this. And then it pops back up. Makes it equal. And that's when I take this sell. The first time. Right here. Comes down. Because I know I'm at 50%. And anything above it is just like, it's just bullshit. Is the best place where I can catch the sell. All right. Then it comes up. Knocks me right there. Guess what? And then I take it again. On the 832 first candle. Or was it the next one? I'm not sure which one I got filled on. I can't remember. But that is how I did that. See, remember that imbalance is it just tagged that imbalance. It just tagged it. And it was like a split fucking second that when I made that decision, I just get filled here. And then the candle rushed down. And I wasn't worried about it ever since. Why? Because now we break this swing right here. And then we pop up. See that? We pop up with this wick. We pop up like that into the open of that candle. Can't make this up. Wow, I have a headache. I need a break. I need a vacation. I'm gonna be real with you, man. And then you see that? I'm gonna delete this. See how he tapped right there? See that? Can't make that up. Perfection, bro. You see that? See how that candle wicks him right in? And now there's the 50. And it's gone. And I'm not worried about it coming back. Very simple. So, man, I don't know, man. I don't think this done. I don't think this shit's done going up. All right, I gotta move forward. So, anyways, that's explaining help here with divergence. Plus, at the 9:30, we have this divergence here. So, Now's in S&P, they barely wicked up right there, and then this was a lower high, continuing my flow, perfect. Everything else, there's nothing really here to mention. Everything else was pretty much in harmony. And then dollar. So when I said yesterday I didn't really care, I didn't because it was kind of like in the middle. But look what dollar did today. Dollar ended up shooting really hard, right? So if dollar was still coming down, this possibility fused with this possibility would look like this, come down but just deeper and then push up. If dollar is going to keep coming down, then I'm going to expect us, yes, we came down here in the middle and then we might be pushing back up, right? It all depends. It all depends how they do this because this is going to be an up and down situation. What I mean by that is if you look like, remember, we did all this very quickly because it was done very quickly. And it's so volatile that it can really go back and forth. Let's go look at COVID for a second because this is really the only the best example I can really show. See that? See COVID here? See how we drop down with this candle on March 12th, Thursday. And then this Friday the 13th. This is when all hell broke loose and they it's so funny they mention everything shutting down for sure. And then the market just literally 10 days later was on a big massive bull run. But here 13th popped up. And that's what we did yesterday. And then the next day, which in this case March 16th, Monday, slams down. You see that? You see how those are big fucking candles and they slammed up and down. So down, up, down, right? So down to sweep, up to sweep, breakout level, lower high, down again. All right, and this is really like the only place as volatile that I can explain this here. See what I'm saying? So down, up, then down, and then this one's now up. So it could be order flow up, but we know we bearish. But this lower high can roll over one more time. So it's Thursday, right? So when we pushed up this high, coming down was make sense, right? So now let's go into what it could do. Well, I wanted to just real quick show same story with them. Everyone else is the same story. So I don't even need to do it. They came in deep. It's a discount. Is that not a discount? Yeah, it's a discount. I mean, can they offer this and then keep buying up? Yeah, sure. So that was just very basic logic. Now we're getting into a tough territory. I admit. Before all this was kind of easy. As you see, I've been calling it. So what are the possibilities here? Oh, sorry. I know I'm about all over the place. And then NVIDIA, very same story, right? I said that, once we pushed up, you have this breakout level and complete imbalance. They're pushing down. So, like I mentioned this example here. Remember this? So, dropped down, pushed up, came back, pushed up. Now we have imbalance. So this little retracement back in before it pops up again to do what? To get all these guys here and then come up here. We could pause. So this is the same story. We just pushed up, retraced. Yeah, it's weak, but we just retraced. Now go look at this. Here, we pushed up and we retraced. So what happens from here? Okay. So you got to have high quality ideas in this business. Like that's my superpower. I'm not even using, as you see, seasonal history. I'm not even, none of it's working. I'm not even using it. So that was my superpower. When I have that, it's real good. And guess what? I'm not even using that. I'm using fucking common sense. I swear to God, in my opinion, you got to have good quality ideas. So what is this going to do from here? Oh, well, we came down. So I'm thinking either it's going to do this. Again, doesn't mean a halt tomorrow, but just this movement from here to here could happen tomorrow. Yeah. If we don't go any higher, okay? If we don't go any higher, and I'm looking at that, and that's the lower high. And then we just, if you do the flow like this, it's kind of like, boom, we were here, and then we roll over. Or this Friday, send it off. Since tomorrow's Friday, I'm really tired. Well, this is starting to look weird. Oh my God, what am I doing? I'm really tired. Maybe they don't hit that data high. I don't know. I would. I mean, if you came up here, I would. I mean, what the fuck? Why wouldn't you? But it's a lot to happen all by tomorrow, obviously. So yeah, if we're bullish, this is a nice retracement. We're coming back up to squeeze more, and then we see what happens there. All right. If we're I can't even think anymore. Again, we might not even go. We might just be here, just take off. But yeah, there's nothing else I can say. I have a headache. And how long is this? 40 minutes. Fuck me. All right, you guys take care. God bless.